Hello students, today I will start reasoning chapter number 2, that is time and distance. Let's see the questions. A car is traveling at a speed of 37 km per hour. Find the distance traveled by it in 90 minutes. Students, you can see this is the time given which is in the minutes. So firstly we have to convert time into hour because there is 90 minutes, so we have to divide it by 60, then it will be in a hour. And speed is also given in the question, that is 37 km per hour. So what will be the distance? Distance equal to formula is speed multiplied time, that means 37 multiplied by 90 upon 60, and when we solve it, its value will be 55.5 km. Let's see the next question. Two bikers are moving from opposite ends at a street. If their speeds are in the ratio 3:4, then calculate the ratio of the time taken by them to reach in opposite ends. So students, firstly we will let the distance, that is d. So now because the first biker's speed and second biker speeds are given in the ratio, that is 3:4, so firstly we let the speed of first bike, that is 3x, and let the speed of the second bike, it will be 4x. So students, firstly we will find out the time taken of the first bike. The formula will be same, that means distance upon speed. A distance value is d and speed value is 3x. Similarly student, now you have to find out the time for the second biker, that is distance upon speed. Distance will be same for both bikers, that means d upon the speed of the second bike will be 4x. Now students, according to the question, we have to calculate the ratio of their speeds. That means the ratio of time taken of two bikes will be the first time divided by the second time, that means d upon 3x divided by d upon 4x, and when we solve it, its value will be 4:3. Let's see the next question. Speed of a car from city A to B is x km per hour. If it covers half of distance from A to B in double time, what will be the new speed of the car? Student, the speed of the car is given x. So when we find out the distance, it will be x upon 2, because here if it covers half of our distance, that means distance will be half of the speed, that means x upon 2. So what will be the new speed? Speed equal to, as we know that the formula is distance upon time. You can see the time is double time, it is given in here double time, that means it will be divided by 2, and distance is given x upon 2. So we will put the value in the formula, that is x upon 2 multiplied by 2, then the value will be x upon 4. Now see the next question, that is Subramaniam went to this office at a speed of 6 km per hour and returned back at a speed of 3 km per hour. What is his average speed for the whole trip? Student, let Subramaniam went from home to his office, that means the distance from A to B will be the LCM of 6 and 3, which is given as a speed here, 6 km per hour and 3 km per hour. And when we find out the LCM of 6 and 3, it will be 6. So because we are finding the distance, so it will be in a kilometer. So now we will find out the time from home to office. That means time will be distance upon speed. The distance is 6 km, and the speed of the home from office, it will be 6 km. It is given in the question, you can check it from there. So what will be the time? 1 hour. Similarly, time for the office to home, it will be distance upon speed. Distance will be same, 6 km, and speed is here 3 km. So what will be the time? It will be 2 hours. So when we find out the average speed, it will be total distance upon total time. Total distance will be 6 plus 6, and total time will be 1 hour plus 2r, that means 12 upon 3. So after calculation its value will be 4 kilometer per hour. Next question is, Vinod went to Delhi in a train running at a speed of 120 km per hour and came back in a bus which was running at a speed of 50 km per hour. Find his average speed of the trip. Student, let the distance between his home and Delhi will be the LCM of 120 and 50, which is 6000 kilometer. Similarly, like the previous question, now firstly we have to find out the time taken by the train. It will be distance upon speed, that means 6000 upon 120, that is 50 hour. So again we have to find out the time taken by the bus. It will be distance upon speed, that means 6000 upon 50, that is 120 hour. So now, like the previous question, we have to find out the average of the speed, that is total distance upon total time. 6000 plus 6000 upon 50 plus 120, and after calculating it, its value will be 70.59 kilometer per hour. This will be the average speed of the trip. Next question is, a car running at a speed of 60 km per hour takes 3 minutes to cross a bridge. What is the length of the bridge? Is when the length of the bridge will be the distance traveled by the train. So firstly you can see time is given in the minute. So firstly we have to convert the time into hour. So we have to divide it by 60. That means 1 upon 20 hour is the time. So length of the bridge will be speed into time. As I told you, the length of the bridge will be the distance covered by the train. That means speed is 60 km per hour and the time is 1 upon 20. So after calculating it, its value will be 3 km. That means the length of the bridge will be 3 km. Next is, if two trains are moving at a speed of 110 km per hour and 90 km per hour towards each other, means they are moving in a opposite direction. So we have to calculate the relative speed of first train with the second train. When students, the two trains are moving in the opposite direction, then its relative speed will be the sum of their speed. That means 110 plus 90 km per hour. That means 200 km per hour. And when the trains are moving in the similar direction, then their speed will be subtracted. Let's see the next question. Iqbal covered 30 meters in 1 second on his bike. Find his speed of the bike. The distance is given here 30 meter. Time is given here 1 second. So firstly we have to find out the speed. Speed equal to, as you know that the formula is distance upon time. Distance value is given 30. Time is given 1 second. It will be 30 meter per second. And now student, when we calculating this in the kilometer per hour, so we have to multiply 30 into 3600 upon 1000, and after converting it, its value will be 108 km per hour. The next question is, a train running at 80 km per hour takes 9 seconds to cross a signal. What is the length of the train? Student, as you know that the speed is given in the kilometer per hour, so firstly you have to convert this speed into meter per second. That means 200 upon 9 meter per second. So the length of the train will be 200 upon 9 multiplied by time. Time is given 9 seconds. So after calculating it, its value will be 200 meter. Let's see the next question. A train covers a distance in 50 minutes. If it runs at a speed of 40 km per hour on an average, find the speed at which the train must run to reduce the time of journey to 40 minutes. Let's see the solution of this question. As you know that we are having time and speed given. So first we will calculate the distance, like how time is given, but firstly we have to convert 50 minute into hour. So we have to divide it by 60, that means 5 upon 6 hour. And what will be the speed is given? Speed is given 48 meter per second, so per hour. So when we calculated the distance, it will be speed into time, that means 48 multiplied by 5 upon 6, that is 4040 kilometer. Now we can get new speed for given time and distance. Now we will find out the new speed, that means time is given here 40 minutes. So firstly we have to convert into hour, it will be divided by 60, that means 2 upon 3 hour. Now we have to find out the new speed, it will be distance upon time. What will be the distance? Distance we find it earlier, that is 40 kilometer. And what will be the time? It will be 3 upon 2, because when we divided time into 2 upon 3, it will be multiply, that means 3 upon 2, and after calculating it, its value will be 60 kilometer per hour. And student, in this question the options are not right, so you have to change any one option and write there 60 kilometer per hour. Next question is, a man completes a journey in 10 hours. He travels first half of the journey at the rate of 21 km per hour and second half at the rate of 24 km per hour. Find the total journey in kilometer. Let's see the solution. For this solution, student, we have to find out the formula. The formula of the average speed during the whole journey will be 2xy upon x plus y kilometer per hour. The x is given 21 and y is given 24. That means what will be the average speed? Average speed will be 2 multiply x value is 21, y value will be 24, and upon x plus y, that means 21 plus 24. And after solving this value, its value will be 224 kilometer. Next question is, the ratio between the speeds of two trains is 7:8. Students, you can see here the speeds of two trains is given, that is 7 is the first speed for the train and 8 is the second speed for the train. If the second train runs 400 km in 4 hours, that means the distance traveled by the second train is 4 km and time taken is 4 hours. Then the speed of the first train will be. Let's see the solution. Firstly, we will let the speeds of the two trains, that is given in the question, 7x and 8x. Now students, when we find out the speed for the second train, because speed of the second train is given 8x and distance is given 400 and time is given 4 hours. So firstly we have to find out with the formula, that is speed is equal to distance upon time. So in the second train the speed is given, that is 8x, distance is given 400 kilometer and time is given 4 hours. So from here firstly we have to calculate the value of the x, that is 12.5. It is the value of the x. And now students, because we let it, the second speed of the first train is 7x, so we have to put the value of x, that is 7 multiplied by 12.5, that is 87.5 km per hour. This is the speed of the second train. Now students, I completed exercise number 2.1 and 2.2. Now I hope you are complete each and every sums of exercise number 2.1 and 2.2. Thank you.